Hi, it's Kelsey with Third Eye Rule. I'm going to do a collective reading. I haven't decided if I'm going to do a couple of them or if this is the only one I'm going to do. Stay tuned. If you found this one, it might be for you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I did pull a few cards from the Audacity deck, getting back to my roots. And let's find the descriptions for these because these are the ones that do not align with Rider-Waite Tarot. So they're more like oracle cards. I love this deck. I do have it in my showcase if you're interested. So the last hurrah is the first one that came out. Things are most definitely not looking good, but that's not stopping you from going all in. You are ride or die, loyal, committed. Your friends can count on you to ride at dawn. You may be fighting a losing battle, but you're digging your heels into your horse for one last yeehaw, even when all signs point to plummeting to a swift death, you at least keep a good attitude about it. Your loyalty is admirable. I am getting that this could be about a lot of different things. So this is going to be a little, it's not vague at all. It's going to be very specific to you. But for some of you, this is going to be about love. For some of you, this is going to be about, I'm getting specifically mother wounding. I don't know. That's very specific. But I bet there's quite a few of you that will feel that one. Okay, I do want to read, I got the moon out too. Which in Rider-Waite, we do know what the moon means if you read tarot, but we're going to read their meaning here. The moon, bare, humble, and open, a woman surrenders herself to the moon. She is one with her cycles and her many facets. You glow differently when you are powered by your own gravity. How have you been judging yourself? How have you been gentler on yourself? How can you be gentler on yourself? While each visible phase of the moon wanes and waxes, just like your own personal cycles, you are whole and enough in and of yourself. This is only temporary. This will pass. And then to continue on, there are also some people who this is about work for them. So we have like relationships and love. We have specifically mother wounding. It could be other family wounding, but it's probably mother wounds that are being addressed right now. And then career. Okay. And then the last card that we've got for this oracle set is the life of the party. Chances are you have lived through the Great Recession, wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, 9/11, an ongoing pandemic, and the makings of World War III. You're dead inside but still kicking. The world is going to shit and you're still getting up with a smile on your face. Are you the ultimate optimist or are you in denial? Either way, does it really matter right now? Only you know the answer to that. In the meantime, let's party. And real. Is there anything else we need to hear about that? What else do we need to know about that situation? What are we talking about here? What do we need to know? Yeah, there's an opportunity here for you to stand up for yourself in a situation. The Seven of Wands is here. We're talking about facing challenges, but also in a way where you're putting your foot down on things not going in the way that you have visualized them to go. You have made things work for far longer than you were intended to in order for this person to get the support that they needed. They're now almost like leeching off of this extra, whether this is like support or just kind of like putting up with things or whatever that is. You are being given an opportunity to make sure that this doesn't continue. This doesn't always mean that there has to be, and all of this energy, this doesn't have to be an ending to a relationship. This doesn't have to be an ending to any of those things. This is you setting your boundaries and putting your intentions into place. This is what I want to get out of this connection, this job, this relationship, whatever. This is what I want to get out of it. If I'm not getting this out of it, I don't need to put up with it anymore, right? If it's not serving us anymore, we have to let it go. So this is that opportunity to, you're probably being faced with some things right now that are like, here, the universe is offering it to you. Are you going to take it again? Are you going to take it again? Test, test, test. You might be seeing fives. If that is the point in the journey that you're in, you might be seeing repeating fives right now. If you know about 5 meaning test, comment test down in the bottom link there because we'll get into that a different day. Anyway, off I go on that. What else do we need to know about this? You're certainly being encouraged to stand up for yourself here. This is not something that you're supposed to be passive on. You need to be kind to yourself and give to yourself before you can give to others. And this situation, this person, this whatever is going on here is going to continue to siphon from you as long as you allow it. But they recognize that, like, when that ends, like, I'm not getting backlash. Like, when you say, I'm tapped out, I can't give anymore on this specific facet, you have to approach this in a way that is in the intent of, when you go into this, try to have it be out of love for yourself instead of spite for whoever's putting you through it. Because remember that sometimes things aren't happening to you, they're happening for you. Look at this as an opportunity for you to change how you react to things, or change how you respond to these situations where you're feeling like you're giving more than you're receiving, or something along those lines. Okay. Yeah. This is a cycle where you're kind of giving your power away with the devil there. You're giving your power away, and this is a pattern that has probably, if you believe in past lives and all of those things, there's been generations that have struggled to close that out. And so you are being given the opportunity to do that for your familial cycle, for yourself, all of those things. Remember that when you stop giving your power away, this is a hard test to like pass and then integrate. This is a hard test, but once you do, it's like you're set, you're stable, you're set, emotionally fulfilled, spiritually fulfilled, able to see satisfaction, pleasure in all sorts of situations, which right now, you, no matter what's going on, you're probably really going through it enough that you don't. You're not looking at anything as though it's like that right now. It's everything's hard, and maybe you're trying to see like the positive things outside of that situation, but that situation has to be addressed. So remember that. Is there anything else, Spirit, that we need to hear going into this situation? What's the outcome look like? We know that it looks like spiritually and emotionally fulfilling. Yeah, closing out cycles, of course, of course, of course. New emotional beginnings that are a lot more fulfilling just from the get-go. Some of you maybe are experiencing a lot of tower moments. Sometimes this last hurrah card can be, well, actually all of these cards together can be kind of a tower vibe. With the tower moments, remember that like when things are all kind of crumbling apart or feel like they're being dismantled, they need to be rebuilt on a more stable foundation, or you're going to have the same issue. If you're going to go put scaffolding up on a building, you're not going to put it on a, you know, an uneven foundation where you're just going to fall right back off again. You're not going to do that. So treat your relationships to yourself, to other people. Ooh, 808 as I said that, and that is one of my angel numbers, so synchronicity. Just keep that in mind there. Okay. There is a awakening process happening as well. So you could very well be tapping into your intuition in a way that you've never done before. You maybe can energetically pick up on some things that you've maybe never been able to do before. It's probably freaking you out a little bit. Maybe you're having premonitions in dreams. Some people are like seeing and hearing things. What else? What else are people going through? Sure. Just major Kundalini awakenings. If you have not experienced a Kundalini awakening or are not aware of what that looks like, go look it up. It's very good for you to figure out what that means for you and see if any of that resonates. So if you want to look into your own personal situation, I am offering personal readings. Over on my page, I have links in my bio for private readings, and then I also offer them on my website. If this resonated with you, please leave a comment down below and let me know. And let me know if you like me using the Audacity deck again. It's been a while. I like how sassy she is. So I hope you guys have a good start to your week. It's Sunday today when I'm recording this. So I don't know. Happy June. Happy Pride. Have a great week. Bye.